Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome back to the Fate Stay Night Heavensfield Collab Lost Butterfly event now on the movie. I am in a very intriguing position today, and that is stood up on one of those trendy types with a standing desk. See, that's a lie, it's a normal desk, but I'm stood up over it. I was rather planning to catch the Blitz event with loads of different stages, but circumstances arose and things had to be done, and then the night was late and there was no opportunity to record. So we're back with a new week, and today's Blitz stage is called Holy Boar Saber, with a colon strangely disconnected from the rest of the name. So this one is called Fated Night, which I guess I can understand because it's like Fate Stay Night. And wow, I've got 5 leaderships. Well, that's brilliant. What a good way to start the level with. Fated Night easy, and oh, the colours have made a return. It's some lovely grey with like plinths and that, and the roof. The fact that there's just sort of inaccuracies on the levelness of the roof really grounds it in reality, and you can tell I've been writing media practice questions. I'm talking complete rubbish. Whoa! What on earth's going on here? Another one's just appeared straight off the bat. Holy War Saber Altar. Well, altar is the Latin for other, so this is another with an hour less left on it, and it's new. So what's this one? Oh, it's a veteran. Consumed by shadow. Well, I don't have to worry if it's the only stage in its section, because of the wonderful introduction of leadership. So let's go to our most generic-y, likely to be good for any kind of level slot, and have a look at this Consumed by Shadow that's just appeared. Well, that certainly makes this a little bit different from the last stage we did, which is just sort of very simple and by itself. So we have the volcano-y background and some Jackie Pangs. Well, that's an intriguing start. I would say a nice start, but actually I was just on my JP account clearing out that device to try and make it run, although unsuccessfully. It's still completely dreadful, and I was trying to do one level and ended up spending half an hour on it. There were elephants and it was horrible, and now possibly something else that's horrible. Waves! Although maybe not, because the waves seem remarkably unpowerful. Well, that is fine. I really like this sword animation we've got going on here. We've got a static whoosh, and I love the colours of the whoosh. A nicely combined red and black, as with the characters themselves in a long dark coat, like a kind of Catman impersonator or something like that. Anyway, they're gone. The peons weren't too impactful. The waves are extremely non-impactful, and that's a nice simple victory. And there's more by the looks of things. What more is there? Oh no. I mean, you know already that we're going to give it a go anyway. We met with the same background and a Squirrel. Well, a Squirrel means at least one worker cat upgrade. I'm going to keep quite a close eye on their base though. Maybe expand the view so I can see absolutely everything. And I can see everything. And until the morning comes, I feel all my life I've tried to find the time to make believe. And now there are 3 hippos staring down and tonguing my army. If I never get to defeat these aliens, it would be an embarrassing start to a level like this. I've gone all quite musical all of a sudden. When there's a boss wave, I'm gonna do another verse. We're gonna go all out, right? Oh no, I find that the waves are now far stronger. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have got zombies biting at us, burrowing inside the ranges of all my units. And now my peach devils are dead, and Meg Aphrodite is struggling. Meg Aphrodite is struggling in the waves. No, but like seriously, this has got innumerably harder. Cyberpunk's probably a bad idea. What with waves, we're not going to be able to afford Shadow Gal, so we're going to go Eva 00, which does have a little bit of wave protection with it. That wasn't actually the reason I put it out, but I realised it was a slightly sensible choice after I put it out, which I guess is a decent position to be in relative to realising I'd done something ridiculously stupid. Because of course, although Gizos are quite clearly in front of it, they are still protected by it through reasons that I've endeavoured to understand but still do not. But sometimes it doesn't matter if you don't understand it, because it works and the fact that it works is all that matters. We're actually clawing back a little bit of progress here. Eva 00 is really helping. There had to be a Zoj that ruined my little sentence there. Can I try again? Eva 00's really helping us claw back some progress in this level, and I mean, to be fair, it was anyway. A little distraction from a Zoj is not going to defeat us, not off. Oh no, my Eva 00's dead. That's not very good. I'm a slow the wavy person, but we've only got just over half the recharge time back on Eva 00. So in comes another wave resistant chappie, El Shadow Gao, and even if this isn't a normal type enemy, at least we'll have the wave resistance. We couldn't discover it there because it went for a Zoj, so I believe now will be the moment of truth. It's a normal type enemy, unless that was a Squirrel behind it. Let's try again. This will be unequivocal. It is a normal type enemy, although that freezing was incredibly brief, and now Shadow Gao's actually getting hit on its lonesome because the meat shields, they're just failing to move anywhere useful, but it's gone now. Not necessarily that difficult, so we've done all right there. A deadly stage done without need of putting in any more energy into the equation. Hang on, I've unlocked the true form of a cat I don't have. Fated Knight Expert then, so if we're lucky and manage to get through this in the next level fine, that would be all our energy spent rather perfectly in getting all these stages done. That would be marvellous. What's with us here in the Expert stage? Oh, it's an immediate who's and a what's it, and my screen's frozen. I'm zooming in like a madman and nothing is happening. Let's stop you right there. You're not doing too much damage, but you're still doing plenty enough. And oh, that's my poor Jizo. We've moved the damsel of distress back into the background slightly, so no more danger to our base for now. Bit of double meat shielding, and Peach Devil seems to be clearing up the stuff sufficiently, so now we can move forward into a more sensible battle formation that ought really to get the battle done very easily. Oh wow, look at this parade of douches. That was quite a sight. Not sure I've seen so many douches coming after one another. One Meg Aphrodite shot and they all disappear into the thin air as poor old spirits, as does the damsel of distress that I've decided to name it. Doesn't matter what its name is. It's flipping dead. Oh, we see a return of the case of the strange map. Where were we in the map? Oh, we were right in the middle of it with the second stage, but yet the second stage was the last stage, but luckily that doesn't matter because I get leadership now rather than energy fully recovered that we can't have any influence over. Thank you, Ponos, once again. I feel like thanking Ponos every time I see a leadership. It's just such a brilliant idea. Flippin' love it. The final thing I need to do is to try and get this unit I've procured the true form of, but not the unit itself. We're approaching 300 energy, which will be perfect to get the 2 star of this stage done and bring us to a mighty 8 leaderships, and hopefully we'll get the unit as well. Right, give us what you got, whacker, whacking me with your big wacky stick. Hang on, I thought it was the wave one who was here before. Was that the other stage? I must have bypassed this villain so quickly before that I didn't even properly notice them. That or I have an incredibly bad memory. In any case, they're gone and on to the second and weirdly final stage that is situated right in the middle of the map. I think, seeming as I probably won't come back to this event again today, I'm going to put one of my very, very many treasure radars on. I think we can spare ourselves one of them. 200 energy's been reached. Let's do Fated Knight Expert and be away and have the unit and be all sorted and fantastic, which is a lot more than can be said for my academic life. Oh no, and self-pitying, I've given myself the same problem as before, and this time it's worse. Right, meat shield before it reaches the base, Regit. Your principal point of interest is to actually beat the level instead of wallowing in your misery, which you can do in your free time. Come on now. 1 meat shield at a time is fine because of its attack rate. Might not be fine now that the douche is here. So, bit of on-the-fly thinking. Jizo doesn't work that well well for us. So I think we're just going to have to try hold out until we can get a Peach Devils, although we might clip a little bit of peonage. We do. And the Jizo isn't dying. Well, I don't know what's happening there, but whatever happened is good. Cyberpunk, we've knocked stuff back. I think now we're in a sensible position. Stuff is slowed. Not sure if the main villain is slowed though. So Meg Aphrodite might now be in order. Or even Shadow Gal. These are almost all normal type enemies, ignoring those flipping Owlbrows. Go away, Owlbrows, so I can prove my point. I think at this point it's actually fairly safe to say that in 2-star this has become far more difficult than I expected it to, going up 1 star in difficulty, but it's still possible. Wow, hang on a minute. I didn't get a thing, did I? My treasure radar got something because it was used, but didn't get me the thing. Always check the information first, kids. Right, well, what's going on here then? Oh, I got a rich cat. I mean, it could have been a lot worse than rich cat, but equally could have been a lot better. Where's my cat unit? No, you see, that's a true form. So what we're essentially saying is that it doesn't exist. It's an enigma. I've got the true form of something that isn't real. And on that very philosophical note, I will bid you goodbye and say, I hope you enjoyed.